from here in the booth getting ready to start this F1 race replay. F1 24 competitive league. Here we go. On the pole, we have Jacob Adeus starting in second. We have Tolo McEnroe in third and fourth. The Armstrong brothers, John and Jackie Armstrong. And now, I'm going to stop reading names now. I'm just going to read up till the starting five. In fifth, we have Harkey Ward. All right, let me just give the stewards the green lights. Tell them we are good to start. All right, should be coming on any minute now. Here we go. And yes, here we go. Starting lights go on. And ladies and gentlemen, we're underway in Texas. Off to an immediate jump. It's Jacob Adeus into the starting corners. Jackie Armstrong immediately jumps into the third position, but he's going to have to battle Tolo. Jacob Adeus immediately going to lead starting into the S's. 20 laps here in COTA. Jacob holds a steady hand on that lead as they go through the S curves. There he goes. Jackie follows right behind him. Behind him it's Tolo, and behind Tolo it's John. Jacob holds a steady hand on that lead. I gotta see controls here, I'm sorry. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out how to switch between drivers. Show you guys some other people. Okay, perfect. Figured out how to switch between drivers. Alright, we're gonna follow Jackie Armstrong right now. Let's go on board with Mr. Armstrong. Back to following our leader, Jacob Adeus. He gets a little loose into the corners. Jackie right there waiting to make his move. Still on the first lap of this race. Toto and Jackie ready to battle here. Here he is. Jackie holds a strong hand on the outside. Now he's going to get the inside through the corners. No, he won't. Tolo will clear. Jacob Adeus holds still a pretty steady hand on this lead. It's not really it's pretty much not even a battle right now as Jacob Adeus slowly starts to break away. He said during practice and qualifying his car was having handling and brake issues. Will we see these implied later in this race? I don't know. But he said it felt like driving a poorly handling go-kart as his local car track. Comes to the inside. Let's go on board with Jacob Adeus. There he is. Jacob holds still a steady hand on the lead. That is Tolo McEnroe right behind him. Behind Tolo, it is Jackie Armstrong. Behind Jackie, it is John Armstrong. Behind him, Harkey Ward. Let's go on board with Mr. Jackie Armstrong. There he is. You could see Adeus right there ahead of him. As they're going to enter lap 3. Let's cut it back to John. You can see he's going to have to try to challenge his brother here. If these guys can perform a switchback, it'd be fine. Everything would work out all right. And there. All right, we're going to go back to Jacob Adeus here. Here's our official drone camera. Jacob holds a steady hand on the lead as they go through around this track, this beautiful track here in Austin, Texas. Jacob Adea is still the first ever American champion of this tour. Trying to add ring number 2 tonight. A win here would lock up the championship, as this would be Jacob's 5th win of the season. On board with Jacob Adea. Let me see what other cameras we got. I'm still trying to fiddle around, figure out what we got going on here. This one, you can really feel the speed of these cars. We're going to go to a MIG-Pack guy, Brian Del Rosa, currently running 9th. We are on board with him. Oh, wait a minute. Jacob Adea lost the lead. Oh, we got a battle going on. Adea fighting for the lead. Jacob lost the lead there in a corner. Oh, we got to see this battle. They go off track. A little bit loose. They make contact. Jacob running second. Jackie Armstrong right there waiting for Adea to mess up, because he knows he will, and he will be there waiting. He'll give him the inside. That is a horrible mistake, but he'll get it back in these S-curves. No, he won't. Jackie clears him. Jackie Armstrong holds the lead. Jacob Adea has to fight back to try to see if he can get it back. Jackie slowly starting to pull away. Can anyone challenge him? And yes, he can. Jacob right there waiting. He is waiting. He knows Jackie's going to mess up. He knows he has time. He's waiting in the wings. Sorry, waiting in the wings, because he knows he is just waiting for Jackie to mess up and for DRS to kick in. Here's our driver in dead last right now, West Aganto. Yeah, let's cut back to Jackie and Jacob. Currently on board with Jackie Armstrong, your leader. Not anymore. Jacob takes the lead back, but only for a little bit. He had it for like a second there in that corner. And then he gave it up again. He could not clear Armstrong. If you do not give Jacob the inside, if Jacob gets the inside, that will be the end for Jackie Armstrong. And he's going to fight, and he will get the inside. I called it. Jacob goes off the track, and he'll get back on. Wait, and now Jackie has to wait in the lanes, see if Jacob messes up here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a quick commercial break. If you're watching the replay, you're just gonna watch the race. There will be no commentary for a quick second. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Jacob Adea still holds a pretty steady hand on the lead. Ooh, we got a little bit of a glitch going on. Sorry, that was a little weird there. We got a little bit of a glitch going on there. On board with Jacob Adea, as you can see how aggressively he is turning this wheel, trying to get some ground on the rest of the pack. Jackie, John, Tolo, and Harkey. He's gapping the rest of the field. The pit window opens on lap number 7. You know, Adeus, he likes to pit early. Jacob is always in as soon as that pit window opens, if not a few laps later. Brake issue. Jacob has a major brake issue on this straightaway. And that's going to give Jackie Armstrong enough time to catch up. He said he was having handling issues in practice and qualifying. The first one of these is implied during the race. Jacob still with a steady hand on this lead. Right behind him, it's Jackie Armstrong. Following him, it's John. Jacob off the track again. I don't know if that was a little bit of a braking issue or a handling issue. I think that might have just been a human error by Jacob Adeus. Still go down the straightaway. Speeds of over 200 miles an hour on this straightaway. On board with Jacob Adeus currently. Off the track again. You could tell that's another brake issue from Jacob Adeus. That was a human error. That was a brake issue. Let's see, he'll drop back to fourth. Let's go to our leaders. Jacob Adeus has fought his way back to third. Currently, John Armstrong leads, is the ringleader of the pack. Jacob will pass Jackie to make his way into the second position. Now he's got to try to fight past John Armstrong, see if he can do anything there. John still holds a steady hand on that lead. Jacob's going to have to make a move soon. He's going to try the switch back. It doesn't work. He's got to stick to a lane. If Jacob gets the inside, oh, John is cooked. He'll try the inside and he'll get it. And just like we said, he got the lead back. Now can he hold on to it? Another issue from Jacob Adeus. He's lost some position there. We saw that was a major issue from Jacob Adeus. The pit window has just opened this lap. We should see some drivers pull it in soon. Here he comes. They is slowly closing in. I have people telling me we have a battle currently going on for the 6th position, and that is true. Tolo McEnroe and Twan Henry Jr. currently going at it for the 6th position. Let's see a little bit of this battle going on. There he is. Yet they are currently fighting, trying to see who will get that 6th position. We'll tune back into this later. Still have a little bit of a battle for the lead. Yes, now we have a major battle for the lead. Jacob Adeus and that's John Armstrong. I forget who's who. Jacob trying the inside. Oh, he tries to wreck him. We're just getting reported word while we were watching that fight for the 6th position. There was a little bit of dirty driving towards Jacob Adeus from John Armstrong. So Jacob, we should see him try to act his revenge. One of these laps, he tries it, and he's going to get wrecked. Oh, no. We don't see that too many times. Usually when Adeus goes to wreck someone, it goes his way. We don't see that too many times from Jacob. That was kind of wild. Our first somewhat crash of the race. The green stays out. We stay under green flag conditions. But Adeus has dropped, will stay in the 2nd position, and he's lost a lot of time on Jackie. They're going to try the inside. Sorry, John. If I call him Jackie, hopefully you know what I mean, because I get them confused a lot. I know on your screen it shows the gamer tag, not on mine. Not on mine. It says their names. And since all the liveries are the same, Jacob Amadeus around. Jacob drops back to the 4th position. 5th position. Anyway, that's not important. We're going to go to our leaders. Currently, John Armstrong leads the pack. He is the ringleader. Jacob Amadeus hops back into the 4th, back to 5th. Now he's in 6th. It's up to 7th. 6, 7. Something happened there. We're getting reports. It was a minor crash between Jacob Amadeus and Guy McEnroe. Yes, same last name as Tolo. No, they are not related. Jacob holds a steady hand on the 5th position. John Armstrong holds a steady hand on the lead. We're going to go to commercial break. We'll be back right after this. If you're watching the replay, you're just going to hear me stop talking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is currently being streamed live to the Jacob Amadeus YouTube channel for the first time ever. Jacob, while we were away, Jacob hopped into the 4th position. John Armstrong still holds the lead. Jackie behind him, and Harky Ward behind him in the 3rd position. Let's cut to Jacob Amadeus, see how he's doing. Yeah, he still fights with that 4th position. A little bit of a battle going on here, and it looks like he's going to pit. Let's go see this pit stop with Jacob Amadeus. Got a lot of people pitting here. Let's see these pit stops. John Armstrong stays out, so does Tolo and Jackie. You're currently seeing Jacob Amadeus' pit stops. Amadeus pulls back out. He will rejoin the track in the 5th position. Harky Ward in 4th. Jackie Armstrong in 3rd, Tolo McEnroe in 2nd, and John Armstrong still is the ringleader of this race so far. Amadeus is in 5th going through the S's. Here on lap 10, that's going to end the pit strategy for most of these drivers. You may see a few pull in on like lap 17. But most likely no, that's probably going to be it for the race. We are halfway done here in COTA as we'll go to commercial break. We are back, and it looks like in this time, John Armstrong will be in the pits. And because of this, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in 6 races, Tolo Ward will lead a race. Or actually lead a lap, I should say. Behind him in 2nd, it's John Armstrong as he's going to leave the pits. Will he even lose the 2nd position? He lost the lead. Will he lose the 2nd position? It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's going to hold on to it. He will. Tolo. He's like a sea captain out there. He has a strong hold on of this lead as he is breaking away. I don't believe he's pitted yet. That may be the problem. He's the only driver left in the field that has not pitted. Okay, I am just being informed from the stewards that Victor Williams has been awarded a time penalty for a collision with Papilius, the driver right behind him. 10 seconds. It will either be served at his next stop or at the end of the race. Tolo, still the only driver that hasn't pitted. John Armstrong behind him. We just saw him take his stop. Jacob, we also saw him take his stop. And Jackie, we also saw him take his stop. So Tolo, he's pretty cooked. I hate to use the Gen Z terminology, but once he pits, he's cooked. And here he is. He'll pull it in this time. There goes John. You got to see if he can catch back up. There he goes into the pit lanes. On the mini straight. He hasn't even stopped yet. It's not like he's driving off. Here he goes. That's John down the front straight away. And with that, Tolo trying to get back out won't be enough. Jacob Adeus and John Armstrong battle for the lead as Jacob has taken it back. What a race this has been here on lap 12. 9 laps to go here in COTA, Circuit of the Americas. Jacob Adeus starting to pull away from John and Jackie Armstrong. If Jacob Adeus won, this would be his 5th win of the season. And I misspoke earlier. This would not win him the championship. It would give him an extremely steady lead. Adeus is loose, and he's into the wall hard. He is into the wall hard, and he backs up into another wall. Jacob drops back to the 5th position. Will he drop back to 6th? Yes, he will. Almost 7th, but he'll make an aggressive walk, and he'll hold on to it. In the meantime, John Armstrong has taken the lead, followed by Jackie Armstrong, Hockey Ward, Tolo, McEnroe, sorry, I had to read my list, and Guy, sorry, I'm looking for him on my list, Guy Smith, followed by the man himself, Jacob Adeus. So as I was saying, this would be Jacob's 5th win of the year and giving him the championship lead if he could win. This would be Guy's 1st win of the year. He is eliminated from the playoffs. So no matter what happens, the rest of the season is kind of pointless to him. Tolo, he's still in the fight for the championship, but it's been a long time since he's been in the lead. He won earlier this year in the Portuguese Grand Prix. Maybe we see a late season resurgence from Tolo, but I don't think so. Hockey Ward, we have not seen a win from him this year, but he's been very consistent. He's always finishing in the top 5. He is still eligible if he could snag a top 3 today. He needs a top 3. Jackie Armstrong, this would be his 4th win of the season. Other than Jacob Adeus, he has won the most races out of anyone in the field this year. And also, this would keep him. I'm talking about a different driver. This would be his 4th year, one of the year, I'm sorry. But it's fine. Yeah. So this would be Jackie's 4th win of the season, putting him in 4th in the championship standings. Sorry, 2nd in the championship standings. And John, this would be his 2nd win of the season also. He needs at least a top 2 to stay in championship eligibility. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go check on our pole winner for today, Jacob Adeus. How is he doing? He's running in the 5th position currently. There's a little bit of a battle going on, but not as much as the battle for 3rd between Tolo, McEnroe, and Hockey Ward. Still, it's a little bit of a gap. It's going to be a few laps before we see this turn into a real battle, or not even a few laps, a couple turns, until this turns into a real battle between Tolo and Harky. But we should see this later on. If there are any drivers who still want to pit, the pit window will be opening on lap 17. We shouldn't see many drivers pull in, considering this is only a 20-lap race. But you never know. There's always that one guy who feels he'd be faster if he got fresh softs. So we may see that, but probably not, to be honest. Just because pit window opens on lap 17. Race ends on lap 20. It just wouldn't make sense. Let's go back to our driver currently in last in the 20th position. Sorry, he's out of the race. I said that. So in the 19th position, I'm going to call him by his nickname, Agent West. Real name is, what is his name? Brent Pablo. Damn, what are these names? I'm kidding. Alright. He's currently in last. Let's go back to our leaders. Because, like, what else would we do? They're going to approach the 6 lap to go mark. This race, sorry, the 5 lap to go mark. This race is going by extremely fast. We'll be back after a quick commercial. Like I said, if you're watching the replay, I'm just going to stop blabbing for a few minutes. If you're watching live, you'll actually see an ad. We are back from commercial, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just bring the leaderboard back up there. See, do we got any battles going on? Like, I want to show you guys some cool stuff. I mean, there's not much, so we're just gonna sit here and talk for a little bit. Oh, no, never mind. There's something going on. Jacob Reyes moves into the 4th position. He's gonna fight for 3rd now. Harky Ward, he's not going to give up that position easy. He needs a top 3 finish to stay in the fight for the championship. Harky's going to give it up. He gave him the inside. It's a big mistake. You do not give Jacob Reyes the inside. And he's going to get it. Does Harky have anything for him? Does he have anything for Jacob? A little bit of aggressive blocking going on by Jacob Reyes. Harky Ward, he's got a challenge. He's not going to go down without a fight. And if Jacob keeps making mistakes like that, it's going to be possible for Harky. This has been some Dale Earnhardt type stuff from Jacob. He went from 7th to 3rd in a matter of 3 laps. That is wild. If he wins this race, John and Jackie, they're going to be biting themselves in the butt for not holding on to this lead and working together. Speaking of John and Jackie, let's go to our top 2 positions and our leader, John Armstrong. And the pit window opens this lap, so we may see some drivers pull in. My guess is probably not. Yeah, I get it. You'll have fresher tires, you'll be faster than anyone else out here. But it's like Denny Hamlin in the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship. 4 tires was not worth that many positions. That's what's going through a lot of these drivers' heads. They know that, and they don't want to give up these positions. Or even if... Sorry, I touched something there. I rewinded. It's fine, though. But even if you don't give up positions, you're giving up valuable time, which could lead to a position later on. Denny Hamlin, like I said, Denny Hamlin in the 2025 NASCAR Cup Championship. Kyle Busch in the 2016 Sprint Cup Series Championship. Especially Hamlin from this year. Like I said, especially Hamlin from this year. Took 4 tires with 2 laps to go. Simply couldn't make it back. That's what's going through a lot of these drivers' heads. They know if they pit now, they'll have fresher tires. They'll be the faster car. But will they have the time? Probably not. Jacob Adeus moves into the 2nd position. Let's go on board with Jacob Adeus. Oh, he's in the grass. I don't know if that was a little bit of an issue there or if that was just human error. All right, let's go on board with Jacob Adeus. Something happened here. If you heard that noise like a reel, that is a gearbox issue. If that happens again, that could be the end of Jacob Adeus' day if he pops a transmission. John Armstrong still holds a steady hand on that lead. Jacob was able to get around Jackie. Now he's got to deal with the king of Texas himself, John Armstrong. I apologize. We've been having some issues all day. Like I said, I don't know if you guys remember earlier today, the same thing happened. It just keeps pausing. Not pausing, but like it's glitchy. Switching between laps. Aw, man. Sorry, it's being very glitchy right now, and I apologize. They'll come to 2 laps to go this time by, as we will go to our final commercial break of the evening. Take it away, boss. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to our quick advertisement. We are back here in F124, still on lap 18. John Armstrong still holds a steady hand on that lead. We've seen Jacob Adeus claw his way back, position after position. He's gone from 7th to 2nd. That is 6 positions, 6, 7, in just under 6 laps. That is a position per lap. That is insane for Formula One. He's going to dive bomb. He tried to dive bomb there. He couldn't get it. If he made contact, if his front wing and here's his rear wing, if Jacob's front wing and John's rear wing made contact, that would have been it. Jacob Adeus was going to win this race. Here we go. There are going to be 2 laps to go at the line, and we're going to be treated to an absolute dogfight of a finish. 2 laps to go. Here we go. Jacob Adeus trying to make something happen here. He'll try it inside. They'll make contact. They'll make contact. Here they go as they'll enter the S's. John holds a steady hand on this lead. Jacob right behind him. They gotta fight for something here. Gotta try to make something happen. Jacob following in the direct path, trying to get a little bit of slipstream. Contact made. John's not gonna go down without a fight. He's on fresher tires. Jacob a little late on the brakes. More contact. Major contact. You can see stuff flying all over the racetrack. Jacob gonna try the inside. Can he get it here? He is trying anything he can. John trying to do his best to hold off the hard-charging Jacob Adeas. On board with John Armstrong right now. Here we go. Jacob right there, right on his tail, trying to get some slipstream. They'll enter the first of 2 front straightaways. Sorry, no, that wasn't it. It's hard from that angle. No, it was, sorry. Now on the main front stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Jacob trying the inside. Trying to make anything happen. John holds a steady hand on this lead. John Armstrong won't be giving up this lead easily. Jacob right there behind him as they go through the S-curves. Jacob right there. He's going to try the outside, tries the inside. Contact made. More S-curves down the straightaway. On board with Jacob Adeas. Trying to give you guys a quick little taste there, but we're back to our real cameras because I know that's what you guys want to see. They're neck and neck down the straightaway. Jacob will hold the lead, but can he clear him? He will be clearing him. No, he won't. No, he won't. John's gonna fire back. Jacob might want to try a switch back here. Contact made. Jacob shifts into the first position. John still there trying to hold. See if he can get the lead back. Make something happen here on this final lap. Here we go. They're almost at the start-finish line. Trying to make something happen. John will take the lead away. They're neck and neck. Neck and neck as they'll enter the first of 2 front straightaways. Jacob makes his way back to the lead. They're neck and neck. Here they come off the final turn. 1 final effort from John Armstrong. It won't be enough. Jacob Adeas picks up his 5th win of the season. Jacob Adeas finishes 1st. John Armstrong in 2nd. Jackie Armstrong in 3rd. Tolo McEnroe in 4th. And Harky Ward in 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching our league race replay, and I will see you all in the next one. I am Scott Springsteen, bringing to you live the EERS Formula One race. Thank you so much for watching.